I didn't know a 7-year-old could straight up derail an entire wedding. Then again, I didn't think a grown woman would start a literal feud with a golden retriever. So, I'm 28, and my sister's wedding was supposed to be this massive, perfect thing. 3 weeks out, everything seemed handled. The dress fitted, venue booked, flowers everywhere, and my daughter, Emma, she was obsessed with being the flower girl. I'm not kidding. She practiced tossing petals in our living room for weeks. My hands were literally stained with cheap artificial rose scent from cleaning them up. She even forced our dog to attend like 17 fake weddings. His name is Charlie. He's a 10-year-old golden retriever. And according to Emma, he's her best friend, emotional support system, and future business partner. Then, my sister sends out the final guest list. And somehow, Charlie's name was just gone. It wasn't because of venue rules. It wasn't because of allergies. It was because my sister thought dogs were off-brand for her wedding aesthetic. Her exact words, off-brand. My stomach just dropped when she said it. And Emma overheard the whole conversation. I watched something inside that poor kid just break. She looked down at Charlie, looked up at my sister, and just walked away without saying a single word. Honestly, that silence scared me way more than a tantrum. For the next 2 weeks, she didn't mention the wedding once. No flower basket, no dress, nothing. Just pure, cold silence. Wedding day arrives. Guests are seated. The music starts playing. And my sister is waiting in the bridal suite. Suddenly, the coordinator comes sprinting over in absolute panic mode. Where's the flower girl? We run outside and find Emma sitting on the damp grass right beside Charlie. She's wearing her tulle flower girl dress, tightly holding his leash. I knelt down, my knees digging into the dirt, and said, "Sweetheart, it's time." She just shook her head. No, I thought she was just having stage fright. Then, she looked me dead in the eye and said something that made me literally choke. "If Charlie isn't family today, neither am I." Oof, the coordinator froze. My mom froze. Even Charlie looked impressed. Word spread like wildfire. And within minutes, the bride found out. She storms outside, her heavy silk train dragging in the dirt, and snaps, "Emma, stop being dramatic." Huge mistake. Emma stood up, 7 years old, about 4 feet tall, just radiating pure, unadulterated confidence. She points her tiny finger and says, "Charlie was here when Grandpa got sick. Charlie slept next to me when I was scared. Charlie came to every birthday." Then she pointed at the massive, expensive wedding venue. This building met me today. Nobody moved. Nobody breathed. You could hear the wind rustling the trees. Then she delivered the line that absolutely destroyed the room. "If Charlie isn't important enough to be invited, why am I?" Total, deafening silence. Even the bass from the DJ inside stopped. My sister's face turned bright red and she actually started crying. Not angry crying, but deep, embarrassed crying. Because for the first time all day, someone called her out for treating her wedding like a photo shoot instead of a family event. 5 minutes later, the coordinator comes running back out with a literal, handwritten special guest pass for Charlie. And yeah, the dog ended up walking down the aisle right next to Emma. Honestly, he got a way bigger applause than the bride. To this day, my sister still absolutely loses her mind at family dinners whenever someone looks under the table and asks, "How's the wedding aesthetic doing, Charlie?"